Hey there, it's Diane Forster, and welcome to I Have Today, where we talk about the art of intentional living. And this show is all about inspiring, educating, and empowering you through life's transitions so that you can live to your highest, greatest, fullest potential. And today I'm so excited about the show. It's just me in the studio. Well, Kelly's here too. Kelly's always here too, but no guests today, because I wanted to take this moment with you and help and support you in your life, wherever you are on the journey, and give you 3 strategies on how you can be achieving the success you want in your life by being intentional and by being strategic. And one of the things that we're going to focus on today is 2 things combined together. So in life, it's about being tactical, strategic, logical, planning ahead, and focusing on that. But you also marry that with the metaphysical, the mindset, the manifestation, the spiritual side of it too. And when you do those things together, where you're moving using manifestation and inspired action at the same time, your productivity, your success, your manifestations like catapult, like they magnify so much faster, better, and easier. I'm telling you. So we're going to talk a little bit about that today, but before we get into that, let me tell you what to expect today. First of all, if this is your first time here, I want to say welcome. Thank you so much for being here. We are here live every single week, Mondays at 11:03 a.m. Pacific time here in California. We're in sunny San Diego, California. And where you can catch the show live is 3 places. On the E360 TV network at e360tv.com. On YouTube, my YouTube channel, I Have Today with Diane Forster, and on Facebook, on my business page, I Have Today with Diane Forster. Now, where I can see your comments and questions live is on Facebook. So if you want a comment, you want to ask me a question live here on air, or have any comments, please be sure to tune in over there. All right, I see some hellos coming in. Hello, everybody. Happy March 1st. I hope you're doing great today. Wait, excuse me one second. I got a little bit of a runny nose today, so pardon me. So, all right, what we're going to do today is we are going to talk about the intentions of the theme of the show, our intention statement. I am going to share in our magical manifestation moment a really fun, powerful manifestation story. So excited to share that with you. Then we're going to talk about the 3 strategies on how you can achieve more success in your life right now, starting today, like being really intentional and an inspired action today. And then we move into our Mentor Me segment, where you can either write into us at dianeforster.com/mentor me. Don't worry, we'll put a link up for that. Or live right here on air on Facebook, your questions, and I am going to mentor you live here. Whatever it is, whatever the challenge or the question that you have, we can do it here. And then we have this new fun segment that we started a few weeks back called Word of the Week, where Kelly tries to trip me up. She gives me a word that's got a negative connotation to it, and then I have to reframe it with a new empowering positive word. So much fun. And then what we do is we always end the show with a powerful mantra meditation, where I take a culmination of everything that we've talked about today, and you just close your eyes, listen to the words, and let everything that I'm saying just anchor in, soak in, and it heals you on a spiritual, emotional, physical, mental, and cellular level, so that you leave this show feeling better, feeling more inspired in your life, and moving into the action you need to take so that you could be achieving the success that you want to be achieving in your life. So that's what we're about here. This isn't just like a feel-good show. Yeah, it feels really good, but I want you moving in inspired action in your life, because all you have is today. This is all any of us have. And so every day, that we don't move towards the things that we want, the goals, the dreams, the desires, the love, the money, the success, and the happiness, it's just a wasted opportunity. That's what they are. So even doing 1% better, which is what we focus on a lot here. By the way, I got a lot of branding props today. Even if you're just doing 1% better every day, that's awesome. That's going to translate to 3,778% better in the end of the year. So let's get going with the show. All right. So again, the theme of the show today is 3 strategies to achieve success in your life. And our intention statement is, I have today to achieve success and happiness by being strategic. You need strategy in your life. If you don't have a strategy for your life, how can it improve? How can it improve if you're just waiting for things to happen? You're not moving in inspired action. You haven't thought clearly about what it is you want and created the opportunities and the strategies and the actions to make those things happen. Well, that's what I'm going to help you do today. So if you're tuning in, you might want to grab a pen and some paper and write down what I'm going to share today, because there are some writer downers here for sure. So the intention statement again is, I have today to achieve success and happiness by being strategic. Now, one of the ways that you can remember that intention statement, that affirmation, is to go to my Instagram page at Diane Forster Official. And on there is a section, there's a little icon, a button called wallpapers, where Kelly makes the most beautiful wallpapers every single week with our weekly intention statement. And today's is, again, I have today to achieve success and happiness by being strategic. But if you go there and click on the wallpapers, you can see all the ones that are in there and pick the ones that align with you. But it's on my story right now. And here's what it looks like. I have today to achieve success and happiness by being strategic. All you do is you go to the wallpaper, you screenshot this, and then you use it as your screensaver. So every time you look at your cell phone, which is 150 times a day, it's probably more than that, you see it, and it's a reminder. And then you remember it again, and that it's right. Oh, that's right. I'm the one in the power. I have today to achieve success and happiness by being strategic in my life. Right? So it anchors in, and that's the power of it. So you can get those there. All right. All right. So now what we're going to do, it's 11:11. Powerful, powerful time of day. Big into numbers around here. All right. We're going to move into the magical manifestation moments. This is a segment that's so much fun because I share stories of magical manifestations that have shown up in my life, but we also want to hear your magical manifestation moments too and want to share them on air. And Kelly, how can we do that again? Oh, there we go. Write into us at info@dianeforster.com with your powerful magical manifestation stories. We love to hear them. We love to share them. So you can do that there. All right. So the story I'm going to share today is so much fun. And this thing about manifestation, it's really, really fun. The less you're attached to something and the less attention you give it, the faster it shows up in your life. So this was back in 2018. All right. Wait, 2018 or 2019? You know what? With the whole pandemic going on, I've really lost track of time. 2018. So I was at a networking lunch for the Chamber of Commerce down in Solana Beach. And one of my friends there is this amazing guy named Michael. And he is the head of VP sales at the North County Repertory Theater. And they put on amazing, fun shows and plays there. And it's a cute little theater. I was living in Solana Beach at the time, and it was about, a stone's throw away from where I lived, just tucked away in the corner, just literally 3 minutes from my house. So I'm at the lunch with Michael, and we're chatting, and I said to him, Michael, I want to be in a play. Like I've always had this desire to be in a play. I was in plays when I was young in high school, but I just want to do something. No, I can't sing. No, I can't dance. I think I can act. And even if it's just some small role, I would like to do something on your stage. And he said, that would be great. Just send us in a headshot and your bio and we'll figure something out. I said, oh my gosh, that would be so great. So kind of left it at that. All right. Now, it's a couple months after that happened. And I put on my vision board that I wanted to do a TED Talk. And I am not kidding you. The very next day, I got in touch with someone reached out to me who was a TED Talk trainer. Just out of the clear blue, she called me and she was, she said, I've seen your work and are you interested in doing a TEDx talk? It's just the way the universe works. So I had a great conversation with her and she told me what her program was. And I said, you know what, that sounds really, really good, but I don't really have the bandwidth here to do that. We don't have it in the budget for the company and I don't really have the time to do it. But let's touch base in about a year from now. Let's stay in touch. She said, all right, that would be great. So a few days after that, I hear from someone in Solana Beach, which is where I lived, who said, oh, I'm sorry, let me get this right. I got an email from someone in Solana Beach saying, TEDx Talk is coming to Solana Beach. I was like, are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? This is crazy. So we connect and she gets an advisory group together for people to help work on the TEDx event in Solana Beach. So I go to this meeting and I meet with her. She didn't have a venue. She didn't know where it was going to be. She was putting all the components together. And there were really only two places in town that would be good. And one of them was the North County Repertory Theater. So I said, let me make an introduction to you to Michael and see if it's a good fit. So the three of us go to the theater. She checks it out and she goes, oh my God, this place would be amazing. So things are great. And that's going to be the location for the TED Talk. So a couple months later go by and she reaches out to me at a luncheon, a Chamber of Commerce luncheon again. And she said to me, would you like to do a presentation at the TED Talk? Now, she had already had all the speakers filled out, so there wasn't that opportunity for me to do that. But she gave me the opportunity to do a presentation. I didn't have to apply. I didn't have to go through any of the training. Like it was just literally handed to me. So a few months after, I said to Michael, I wanted to be on his stage. And simultaneously saying, I wanted to do a TED Talk. There I was on that stage doing a TEDx presentation. That is the power of manifestation. I put out what I wanted. I really didn't have any attachment to it. I was just in a playful, giving way. Truly, I just wanted to help her. I wanted to help him. I just absolutely came from detachment. This is the key takeaway that I'm going to give to you. You get to want what you want because you want it. But when you want it really badly, like, oh, I just want this thing so badly. So badly. The energy that the universe is getting and the frequency that you're giving off is, I don't have it. And so what happens is you continue not to have it. But when you come from a playful place of just wanting it for the fun of wanting it, for the feeling of what that would feel like, imagining what it would be like I saw myself on that stage. I saw myself doing a TED Talk. Like I saw it and just stayed in the playful state and wham, look at the beautiful architecture and the way the universe granted me that gift. Both of those things at the same time. So I just had to share that story. I want to know what other magical manifestation stories, things that have happened to you, things that you could share with us here at I Have Today and with the audience to inspire others to start manifesting in a magical way. So let me leave you with this. What I want you to also, in addition to the intention statement that we have, I also want you to start affirming and asking this. How can my life get any more magical than this? How can my life get any more magical than this? Because it is supposed to be magical. It is supposed to be joyful. It is supposed to be fun. The controversy and the hard times that come in are supposed to come in for us to allow us to grow to a higher level, to trust that things are always working out for us. And those things that come in are just growth opportunities. So that's the manifestation part of today. That's the piece I wanted to give to you, that you are truly the one in the power, and you always have a choice to decide how you want to feel about something, how you want to respond to something, and how you want to bring it, as we say it here at I Have Today. Move forward from that. Okay, so I hope you guys enjoyed that story. All right, so now what I want to do is I want to move on to the more tactical, strategic part of how to really start pulling things into your life. And again, if you don't have a strategy for your life, how can it get better? So now what we're going to do is we're going to share with you the 3 strategies on how you can achieve success in your life. Are you guys ready for this? And if I can see your comments here, give me a thumbs up, say heck yeah, say hi, say welcome. All right, I see all the comments pouring in. Thank you guys so much for being here. Okay, here we go. The first strategy, the first step is, number 1, you have to think about what you want. Think about what you want. Get clear about what you want, because if you are not clear about it, how can it come to you? You have to do it. So one of the ways to figure out what you want is you got to write it down. You got to take out a pen and paper, like I told you to do today. Take out a pen and paper and start writing down the things you want. One of the things, you can get a notebook or a journal. I talk about this all the time. Our journals here that we give away to our clients at our live events say, I get everything I want. Thank you. I get everything I want. Thank you. Because you do. If you believe it, you absolutely do. So you can write at the top of the page, my dream life, or whatever it is that you want to write, and then start listing down the things that you want. And here, I'm just going to give you some samples here, some examples. All right. I am in a loving relationship. I am a millionaire. I have financial freedom. I travel the world. I'm a mom, or I'm a dad, or I'm a grandparent. I am in a job that I absolutely love, or running a business that I absolutely love. I am making a difference and an impact in the world while making a massive income at the same time. I live in the most beautiful home with ocean views that I love, where I feel safe and secure. I am extremely organized and use my time wisely. I feel so good and so grateful that stress is no longer a part of my life. Don't you love that? I live in the present moment, knowing that all I have is today. I am happier and more joyful in every experience in my life. Just sort of go with it. What do you want? I am healthy and well, 100% health and wellness. I love this one. I get younger, stronger, leaner, toner, more beautiful, more enriched in my life every single day. Like, just sort of go there, right? Think about what you want. That is step 1. All right. Step 2 is you have to figure out where you are. Figure out where you are. Step 2. All right. So when you decide that you want a certain outcome, It's because you're not happy with your current condition or your circumstances, right? So in order to get from point A to point B, you need to figure out where you are in relation to where you want to be. So the key here is you need a by when date. By when do you want that thing? Okay. So I've talked about this a lot. When the end of the year, my birthday, different occasions, the beginning of the new year, whatever it is, when I sit down to really think about how far I've come, right? Where I was to where I am now, and look and bless each one of those gifts in order now to move forward. And if when I'm setting new intentions, I figure out what it is I want and by when I want it. So you got to give the universe, here we are back in the manifestation, spiritual side of things. You have to give the universe a by when date because everything is today. Everything is now. There is no past, present, future. It's all now. So give the universe the instructions in the by when date, and then give them to yourself too, so that you can start to use the tactical, strategic aspects of goal setting and achieving into play too. So here are some examples. Okay, so let's say one of your goals is you want to weigh 10 pounds less 60 days from now. So today, whatever the day is, it's the first of the month. Two months from now is the first of the month. All right. So 60 days from now. Now, in order to make that goal, happen, well, we'll get into that in step 3. So you just know what you want. I want to do it by this date. I've got a big wedding coming up, or I've got a big event coming up, and that is the thing that I want. That's why I want it. It'll feel so good to have that, right? You'll be in a committed relationship by the end of summer, right? You'll be saving an extra $500 a month starting with your next paycheck. Excuse me. You'll be in a new job by the end of the year. Sorry, I need a sip of water. Hang on, hang tight. I will get out of this relationship and be independent by May 1st. What if you're not happy in your situation? You gotta have a plan, right? You gotta be strategic. You have to give it a by when date, right? I'll write my new book in the next 90 days. We will go to a new country on vacation for the holidays this year. Know what you want and give it the by when date. You have to figure out where you are and then how to get from point A to point B. Sound cool? Everybody tracking with me? I hope you're enjoying this. All right. So one of the things I talked about in my 30-day challenge on how to have a better today is that strategy of put an unplanned vacation on your calendar. Wouldn't it be so fun? And this is how you play with the universe. Wouldn't it be so fun to have an extra vacation or an extra event on the calendar that's just for fun? So I talk about it in the 30-day challenge, which we'll put a link in the comment section for it if you guys ever want to take it. It's a free 30-day challenge. It's super fun, super easy, and it will create awareness for this, and you'll start manifesting in your life a whole lot faster. Using manifestation with inspired action, always keeping those two things together. So put it on the calendar, just pick a week, whether it's in August or October, or whenever it is. Don't put it so far out. Don't put it a year out. Put it within the next 6 months. Now, put it on the calendar and then start thinking about that. Well, what would it take for that thing to happen? How much do the airline tickets cost? How much would the hotel be? What shopping do I need to do? Are there excursions that we want to go on and do? Start laying it all out, put those pieces together, and then I promise you, watch all the components come into your life to make that thing happen. And I'm going to share a magical manifestation moment story with you in about 2 months from now because of something that I manifested into my life by doing this and having this intention. So stay tuned for that story because it is super magical. So think about that. Think about doing that. and something that you want, and maybe even something that you didn't even plan on wanting, but throw that some fun in there too. Because here's what I know, and I hear from so many of my clients, they're not having enough fun in their lives. Put more fun in your life. Put it on your calendar. All right. All right. So step number 3 is you have to reverse engineer your strategy. Reverse engineer your strategy. Okay. In order to make something happen, like I said, you got to know the by when date, what you want, the by when date. Now let's reverse engineer it. So what I'm going to teach you right now is what I call the M plus I equals O formula. M plus I equals O formula, which stands for movement towards your intention will deliver you your desired outcome. So again, the outcome, right? That thing that you want, the thing that you are focused on achieving. All right. So you got that thing. Let's go back to 10 pounds. Want to lose 10 pounds in 60 days. All right. So what's your intention? When you break that down really, and you think about it, 10 pounds in 60 days is 5 pounds a month, which is about 1 or 2 pounds a week. When you break it down like that, it's not so much, right? So I intend to lose 1 to 2 pounds a week. I intend to lose 1 to 2 pounds a week. Now, what's your movement? What's that movement? So you're doing this formula backwards. The outcome comes first, the intention comes next, and then the movement towards the intention, the inspired action. Well, maybe the inspired action is I'm going to drink 100 ounces of water a day. I'm going to make sure that I do that. Or I'm going to replace my wine with water. Or I'm going to use intermittent fasting. Or I am going to remove carbs or stop eating carbs after 3 p.m. or whatever it is. What do you know that you need to do to be able to lose 1 to 2 pounds a week? It's pretty freaking simple, right? We make it so hard on ourselves. Like we struggle because we're always focused on that end goal, like that big mother at the end, right? Instead of all the little stuff. So movement towards your intention will give you your outcome really, really fast. That's how you do it. That is the strategy. Those are the 3 tips I have for you today. So let me run them by you one more time. Number 1 is think about what you want, right? And why you want it. Write it down. Put it in your journal. Right? I get everything I want. If that feels good to you, and then always add thank you because the universe likes that. Number 2 is figure out where you are, right? If you don't know where you are, you got to know how to get from point A to point B. And number 3 is reverse engineer it by using the M plus I equals O formula. All right. Okay. All right. So let's move on to the Mentor Me Minute segment. Okay. All right, everyone. So this is the segment of the show where you write in your questions to me and I mentor you live here on the show for a minute. And then I usually go over a minute. And if you're live on Facebook, you can send it in your questions there. All right, Kelly, are we ready? What's question number 1? I have no idea how I'm going to get where I want to be. When I think of ways of getting there and steps to take, they all feel so far off from where I am. What do I do? This is Chris in Idaho. Could this question not be any more perfect? Chris, my goodness, I hope you're watching the show. Hello, I just gave the 3 strategies. So let's expand on this. Okay, you have no idea how you're going to get to where you want to be. Of course, it feels daunting. Please stop saying those words. I have no idea how I'm going to get where I want to be. What I want you to replace that with instead is the journey will be revealed to me. The resources, the opportunities, the circumstances will present themselves to me because it sounds like to me, because it's not clear in your question, that you already know what you want. Yay, to you, because that is massive. You know how many people don't know exactly what they want? And I say this all the time, the universe loves specificity. It really does love specificity. So that is great that you do that. So what I'm going to encourage you to do, besides the strategies that I shared today, is I want you to come to my event. I have an event coming up that is called Launch Your Big Idea. And what I'm going to teach you at that event is the 4 steps on how you can bring your ideas and dreams to life. It's a 4-step formula, and it's called the idea formula. So I'm going to walk you through the exact steps that you need to hear to get from where you are right now into inspired action and using manifestation to create your goals, dreams, and desires. So using that two-part approach that I told you. It's a 2-part approach. So please join me. And this is for everybody who's watching the show. Please join me no matter where you are in your journey. If you have an idea and you don't know where to go next, if you have no clue and no idea, join me. Or if you're on your way and you've brought your goals, dreams, ideas to life, and you just want to learn more hacks, then join us. And I think we have the link ready, right, Kelly? Okay, put it up here. It's launchyourBigIdea.com. LaunchyourBigIdea.com. And let me show you the way. It's so easy. So you will have the strategy you need, which is what we're talking about today. And then you'll be able to move with using manifestation and inspired action, because those 2 things together, magic, magic, magic. Great question. Thank you so much, Chris. All right. Who's next? When I'm manifesting, how do I set the perfect intention that will attract exactly what I want? Amila, I hope I'm saying that right, from Miami. Ooh, this is good, Amila. When I'm manifesting, how do I set the perfect intention? One of the ways to really set the perfect intention is to end whatever the intention is with, I am open to this or something greater. I am open to this or something greater. Because sometimes we limit the potential for something by putting the constraints and the container on it, the limits on it to the universe, when we live in an abundant, unlimited universe, right? So a perfect way to manifest something and intend something is to end it with, I am open to this or something greater. Dear universe, surprise and delight me in how this shows up in my life. So that's really the short answer. That's one of the ways to do it. The other way to do it is if your intention is super clear, like I want to make $100,000 so that I can get out of debt, that's not a good way of putting an intention out there or affirming and manifesting, because what you're doing is you're adding the negative thing, you're attaching that negative thing to the thing that you really want. So don't qualify what it is you want. If you're going to qualify it, make sure that it's positive. I want $100,000. I intend to attract $100,000 a year or make $100,000 a year because it'll feel so good to have that financial freedom. It'll make me feel safe. It'll make me feel secure. It'll feel amazing. I'll be able to do more in my life, right? Those types of statements. Don't put a negative along with the positive. So that's how I would do it. Make sure that your words are really tight, like you're not putting any negative words on it, and then end every one of those with, I am open to this or something greater. All right. Great questions today. Thank you so much. All right. Such a good show today. Okay, here we go. It's time for the word of the week. All right. The word of the week is a new segment that we started doing because Kelly likes to trip me up. Kelly likes to test me because I'm so big on language, and we all need to be aware that our words matter so much. It's, everything that we're speaking is showing up in our lives. Our thoughts create our feelings, which creates our communication, which creates our manifestations and our outcomes, right? So awareness about the way we're speaking is very, very important. And I talk a lot about reframing, right? I talked about this, change your language, change your life, 6-part video series I have on my YouTube channel. Always talking about ways to attract more into your life by eliminating words that aren't serving you anymore. And so that's what this is about. So that for you, when you hear yourself saying this and you have the awareness that you're saying it, you now have the new word to replace it with. All right. So Kelly, lay it on me. What's the word of the week this week? Oh my gosh. The word of the week is bored. So one of the other things is I always try and start the new word with the same letter that this word starts with. And the first thing I heard when I see bored there is being. Actually, being. And the reason why that's the word that comes up for me is if you're feeling bored, that means you're at unrest with something and you're not actually being in the present moment, being aware, being in gratitude and appreciation for the gift that is your life, the moment today, right? That you're in the now. So if you're feeling bored, start to replace that with, oh, I can just be. I can be in the present moment. I can just live in this. I can pay attention to nature and the birds flying by and the beautiful trees and the flower, the noises I hear, children's laughter, music, anything. Just be in that moment. Choose to be instead of to be bored. All right, I hope that was good. What do you think, Kelly? You like it? Okay, good. I'm glad you like it. So choose to be instead of being bored. Love it. All right. So before we get into the mantra meditation today, let me just recap the show, all right? Live your life intentionally. And this today was about 3 strategies to achieve success in your life. And success doesn't mean just money. To me, the definition of success is happiness, period. But whatever brings you joy and happiness, that's my definition of a successful life. So 3 strategies to be successful is, number 1, think about what you want. And again, why you want it. Figure out where you are so that how you can get from point A to point B by giving it a by when date, and then reverse engineer it using the M+I=O formula. So intentional. Watch your language. Think about that. Think about your thoughts. Remember, stay focused on the positivity. Tap into the universe's manifestation. Also move into inspired action. And our intention statement this week was, I have today to achieve success and happiness by being strategic. The Mentor Me Minute, don't forget to send us in your questions so that you can get your question answered live here on air from me, where I will coach you for absolutely free. And then our Word of the Week segment. So what I want to share with you again is, wherever you are in your journey, and especially right now in these unprecedented times, there are a lot of people who lost their livelihoods. There are a lot of people who are rethinking their lives and, how precious they are, and that how instantly things in your life can change. You can lose your livelihood, you can lose your life. And that if you've ever thought of an idea, which who hasn't, or have this idea for a business or a product or a service, you want to build something of your own, you want to share it, you want to write a book, you want to speak, you want to do something more, you want to have more impact and income in your life and really leave your legacy here, this event is for you. This is my Launch Your Big Idea webinar. This is a live training where I am there with you live, where I'm going to walk you through how you can do it right now in 4 easy steps, quickly and affordably. As the CEO of a product-based business and a service-based business, and all my years of experience, all the courses and the things I've done, trust me, I figured out the formula, how to do it. And it's faster and better and easier than you think. And if you don't believe that, it's simply because you have limiting beliefs. So you really need to come to this training. I'm so excited to have you there. So register at launchyourBigIdea.com. LaunchyourBigIdea.com. All right. So I hope to see you there. All right. Well, let's get into our mantra meditation so we can anchor in everything today and you can move through the rest of your life in inspired action, especially today. All right. So I want you to get comfortable. Obviously, if you're driving, keep your eyes on the road. You can still sort of get in a meditative state just by listening to the words, but pay attention to what you're doing. For everybody else, put your feet flat on the floor. And what we're going to do is we're going to close our eyes and we're going to take in 2 deep breaths. We're going to breathe into the count of 4, hold it for 4. Breathe out for the count of 8, like you're blowing out birthday candles. So blow hard so you get all that air out of you and feel like a deflated balloon in your abdomen. And then I'm just going to speak and you're just going to listen to the words, just take in the words. All right, here we go. All right, get comfortable. Everybody breathe in for 4. Hold it for 4. Breathe out for 8. Feels so good. Let's do it again. Breathe in for 4. Hold it for 4. Breathe out for 8. Make sure your eyes are closed. Listen to the words. I have today to love my life. Something really good is going to happen to me today. I can feel it. Miracles big and small, I notice them all. Yes, 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 thank you. I have today to be the commander and creator of my life. And I do it by implementing strategy. I know that strategy, being crystal clear about what I want, why I want it, figuring out where I am to where I want to go, and then moving into inspired action is the path. Those are the keys. Easy as 1, 2, 3. 3 steps is all it takes. I have today to start fresh and new. That I am not the person I was yesterday or any of the days behind me. Today is a brand new day. I get a clean slate and I get to want what I want and I get to have what I want. I use fun. I use creative expression. I get to the feeling place of what I want. I know my worthiness and that I am deserving of everything I want, no matter what has ever happened to me in my past, no matter what anyone has said to me in my past. They were just sharing their opinion and their limiting beliefs. They don't own me. They don't know my power or my will. There's nothing I can't do. There's nothing I can't be. There's nothing I can have. I am a miracle, and I am here to enjoy this amazing journey. I'm smart, I'm savvy, and I use my strategies, my power, my will, my mindset, and also tap into the loving, embracing universe that is here, always ready and willing to support me in every step of the way. I use the 2-part approach. I use both of those things together. And because I do that, my life keeps getting better and better and better. And so it is. Thank you, thank you, thank you. You can open your eyes. Thank you so much for being here. Please mark your calendar and join me every week. I hope that you were inspired educated, and empowered today. Please share us with friends and people you know who could use this content, these lessons, our amazing guests, and this show, because we are here for you every single week so that you can live to your highest, greatest, fullest potential. Follow me on social media at Diane Forster Official. Don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel and my podcast, I Have Today with Diane Forster. Make sure you're here every week, and we'll see you next time. Take care. Bye-bye.